Hello and welcome to Edukemy's YouTube channel and editorial discussion for 23rd May 2022. My name is Harsh Singh and in this video we shall discuss two editorials, one from Live Mint of today which is titled Is Inequality Natural or Political Ideological Creation, and the second one again from Live Mint of the last week which is titled Time for Us to Work Out a Universal Basic Income. The editorial here differentiates between the poverty levels and inequality levels in the country and how to reduce the inequality. If you like this initiative, share some love through likes, comments, and shares. Let's discuss. Two reports have been published lately. One is the State of Inequality report by Institute of Competitiveness, and the second is Oxfam report by on income and wealth. And both of them speak of huge difference in inequality in India, inequality in the country. Now, inequality and poverty can be differentiated. Poverty is not having the basic food to eat, basic clothes to wear, or the basic shed under which one can live. And poverty can also be determined through articles like ownership of mobile phones or having drinking water, electricity access, clean cooking fuel. All these things, all these parameters have declined. That means poverty has declined in the country. IMF states this, World Bank states this, and Government of India also states this, possibly true as well. Now, but then inequality, there's a huge gap between the incomes which are earned, inequality in incomes, and this is very high. The formula is very simple. The formula is around is something like this: 10 and 50. Top 10% people own wealth of around more than 50%. Top 10% people, they earn, their earnings are, their income per year is more than 50% of the total income, and the bottom 50% people have earnings around 10% of the total income of the country. The bottom 50% have wealth around 10% of the total wealth of the country. So income and wealth are two different things. Income is what we earn per year, and wealth is what we have as the assets, possibly land, real estate, movable assets, etc. So both of them a decently good formula, and largely all the, see, this is what Oxfam says. The government data is a little less than this, right? But then if you can use this 1050, this will be a great way to remember this. So when you see huge disparity in the inequality levels, how to reduce this? What are the issues? So when there is high inequality, this is not good for the economy, not good for the nation, because if inequality is high, there will be lack of trust amongst people. The redistribution of resources will not happen properly, and then there could be possibly violence also. Sri Lanka is a good example, Venezuela is a good example, Kazakhstan is a good example, Middle East countries are good example, North African countries. Now this is when this is not good for economy, there must be reforms. But then these reforms, look at the kind of reforms. When the bank loan, people go for bank loans, it is not available to the common person, but it is easily available for big business houses. When we speak of bad loans, loans which have gone bad, and reselling of these assets, there is bargaining on that by the bigger stakeholders, but such kind of bargaining do not happen with the small people, retail people, us, right? Low skilled jobs, all of them have been automated at places, be it the parking ticket jobs or household work jobs. Many of them have been automated, and the high skilled jobs, they are creating more of inequality. So the idea is that there is excessive of inequality and it is propagating in the economy. It is like a political ideological creation, and it is not being questioned around the whole world. And meanwhile there is lesser quality education, there is lesser health availability, and when this is, then when this is such, this is leading to more of a disparity between the haves and the have not, people who have resources and people who do not have the resources. This is where, if you see, it is not just inequality, the slowdown of economy, Indian economy since 2018, then the K-shaped recovery after corona pandemic lockdown, the inflation in the economy, inflation, stagflation, marginalization of the informal class, all this, and urban, and this is what all of this mandates having an urban job guarantee program also. This will be like a safety net, like just like we have Manrega for rural people, we should have 100 days of assured employment guarantee for urban areas also, and this should be largely unskilled and semi-skilled labor, so that people are at least able to earn something, and some levels of inequality reduces. Now this is what has been proposed. However, along with urban job guarantee, we must also give some universal basic income. That means everybody should be given some basic entity, some basic amount to spend in case they are not working. So the modalities can be fixed by the government. It is happening in developed economies. It is happening in UK, France, Germany. It is happening in America. Why not in India? Now the idea is to reduce down, curtail down the individual targeting of the people, and then giving them differentiated amounts. For example, fertilizer subsidies different, and then people who are elders receive different kind of benefits, and then students receive different kind of benefits. Why not give all of them, rather than giving them some input benefits, give all of them some money, right? And it could be maybe a flat amount. For example, if a simple calculation of giving 1000 rupees to every adult in the country per month, it could cost exchequer around 12 lakh crore rupees. Now this is a humongous amount, but then when you compare this with the kind of expenditure government is already incurring with inefficiencies in the system, then this might seems to be a trade in a lot of bargain for the government. And in fact, there are a lot of ways in which we can fund this. First of all, indirect benefits, all these kind of fertilizer and water, electricity subsidy, all this can be curtailed. It should be market determined, so this will reduce the subsidy. Then inefficient fiscal expenses by the government should be reduced. We should also restrict this to the non-needy people who are rich. We should ask them to give up these kind of subsidy. We should also increase, see, there's also increase in inflow now. The GST regime, all of it is increasing. The direct tax collection is also increasing. So all while on one hand we will reduce the expenditure, and on the other we will also increase our government's incoming, and all this will lead to 12 lakh crore generation to be able to give universal basic income. Universal basic income is required, and urban job guarantee program is also required in the country. These are the ways we can skip the kind of issues that we are going through, not that of poverty but that of inequality. Now, you know what, it has been found world over that once people get some universal basic income, the tendency to work becomes less. When we are getting free money, why to work? But the research also says that the tendency to sit down and not work is very less. Minimal drop in labor supply is there, but proportionally higher income boost. When the income is high in the family, it starts a virtuous cycle of demand creation in the economy, of savings, reinvestment in the economy, and it also adds to the efficiency in government expenditures, no? Because government is already expending on people, social sector initiative fundings, but then this will be more targeted and this will be more efficient than before. So this is a great way to go forward. Link it to the other editorial that we discussed, that is on agriculture exports from the country and the subsidy that we provide in agriculture. Now, a quick question. State 4 means to reduce inequality in India. Give examples as well. Now see, one important input to you people, these things have been discussed for decades now, a couple of decades at least. I have been studying this for a lot of time, and economists and administrators, experts, all of them have suggested this. These are the ways in which answers could actually be written in the examination room. So it is good to adopt these, because these things will keep coming again and again as ideas. It's good to adopt these things in these times. It'll be great input for your answer writing. Now, in case you like this initiative, share some love through likes, comments, and shares. And you got some questions, put it down in the comment section. We will ensure to get back. Thank you for watching.